All right, folks, I'm Meteorologist Matt Barrentine. I hope everybody is doing well on this Saturday morning. Let me bring myself into the picture here. Once again, it's Saturday morning. I hope you have some plans for today. The weather's going to cooperate in the sense that we're not going to have a whole lot of storms around now. It's going to get quite hot. That's really kind of what the sort of the top line story here for our weekend is going to be the heat, because we've been through so much of this season so far with the clouds and the rain. Our highs only made it to 9 degrees once for the first 3 weeks of July. Now we've completely flipped the thing, and we're going to be looking at 90s every single day. We're going to be looking at heat index values getting up to 105 or hotter on some days here. So it's going to be really hot. So we're kind of on the other side of the scale. This is more normal for what we would typically see in late July, but we haven't been used to it because of the clouds and the rain that we had for so much of the month. Here's the temperatures outside right now. So here we are just a little bit past 9 o'clock in the morning. Now we've already got temperatures well up in the 80s already in many spots. Of course, the temperatures don't really give us the whole feel for it. Of course, we're talking about the humidity. It's very thick out there, making it already feel like 96 or 94 degrees. Now, I know a lot of people sometimes ask me, what do you really mean by about heat index? These feels like temperatures. Well, we sweat. That is our body's natural way of cooling itself off. That sweat will evaporate, and that will cool you off. When you have a lot of humidity, your sweat doesn't evaporate very well, so it sort of short circuits your body's ability to cool itself. So you feel hotter than what the actual temperature is. So it feels like 96. It feels like 94 already here at just past 9 in the morning. And these numbers are just going to go up. Satellite radars went a little shower up there around Metropolis, but that's pretty far from us. We're pretty quiet here across our local area, not looking much in the way of clouds or anything like that here for this morning. Just a few passing clouds there at noon. So this is the futurecast. That's noon. And put this in better reach so I can reach a little better. All right, so that's 3 o'clock here on the futurecast. It shows 1 or 2 showers popping up here across the area, and that continues into the late afternoon. Not much. You just see, once again, just a couple of showers. So quite a different look than what we're used to. We've had so much rain, so much storms, but as you can see, it looks to be a quiet day with only a couple of showers and storms around it late in the afternoon or early in the evening. Then after that, things will probably quiet down as we head later into the night. So you can see the planner. You can see those temperatures getting hot very quickly. In fact, we'll probably hit 9 degrees within just a couple hours here, less than that. And then we hit the low 90s for highs, maybe even some mid 90s in a few spots. And then as we head down the line, you'll see rain chances highest right around 5, 6, 7 o'clock. But they're still only about 20 to 30%. So we're not talking about huge rain chances here for us today. Most of us will likely stay dry. This is, like I said, the sort of the top line story is going to be the heat index. And at any time we get up above 105, that gets us kind of in that concern area that, where you need to take precautions, make sure you drink plenty of fluid. You try to take breaks in the middle of the day. Just do your best to stay cool because you don't want to fool with getting a heat exhaustion or a heat stroke. And this is pretty typical for us at this time of year, but we're just not used to it either. Okay, so hopefully that won't cause too many issues. But when folks aren't used to something, it can be troublesome. All right, out in the tropics, we are keeping an eye on an area just off the east coast of Florida. You can see it there. I got the circle. That's the Bahamas. There's Central Florida. Orlando's right about here. And most of the models sort of track this thing into the east coast of Florida within a couple of days. Let me show you that here on the European model. Just kind of moves it into the central part of the east coast of Florida. And then it looks like it might just fall apart after that. And that's what most of the models have been saying. So my concern level isn't too high with this system. Anytime you see one that's off the east coast, you do have to watch it to see if it'll cross the peninsula, then reform out in the Gulf. Right now, none of the models are really saying that. Most of them are just kind of breaking it apart over Florida. So hopefully that'll be the case. It doesn't look like it'll be too strong. Once again, my concern level is not very high. We'll just have to keep an eye on it just in case it tries to do something a little different, tries to get its way over here into the Gulf. But for now, it doesn't look like it's going to do that. So just something to watch and keep an eye on. Your forecast for the weekend, basically today and tomorrow exactly the same. You're going to the beach or something. You know what? I didn't put up the beach forecast. If you're watching right now, you're probably just kind of wondering how to set up your day or maybe even thinking about tomorrow. Well, the beach forecast, the marine forecast, all that is looking pretty good here for the next couple of days. Low rip current risk, the winds out of the north light. Rain chances are pretty slim down at our beaches. The main thing are two things to watch out for. One, like I said, it's going to be hot, so you got to stay hydrated. And of course, you're out in the full-on sun. You're going to want to make sure everybody has plenty of sunscreen on, otherwise you'll get burned pretty easily. So that's your beach forecast today. Tomorrow, all looking good right there. All right, so let me get the long-range forecast up, and it's just such a switch, a change from what we had for so much of July, the first 3 weeks of the month, where we had tons of rain. Temperatures weren't all that hot. There's lots of cloud cover. And now, in total 180. It's going to be really hot. Heat index values are going to get up above 100 and sometimes above 105. The rain chances are much lower than what they were through much of the month. We'll pop up a few scattered showers and storms here and there, so we don't go completely dry, but certainly a lot drier than what we were. So that's how it looks here for the weekend and the next 7 days. It's going to be a fairly quiet forecast. Once again, with that heat being sort of the top line story. Stay cool, drink plenty of water, Gatorade, all that good stuff. Stay hydrated out there. Nobody wants to fool with heat stroke or anything like that out there. So just be careful. It's hot, and it's going to stay hot as we wrap up this month and head into August. Once again, I'm meteorologist Matt Barrentine. Thank you for joining us here on our Facebook page and also on our YouTube page. Have yourselves a great day and a great weekend.